Welcome, Stoics. In today's adventure, we'll discover the things you should never do for a woman. Women like to take men as objects, whether for money or other reasons. For that reason, in this journey, I'll teach you 11 things you should never do for them. So I advise you to stay until the end of this video to catch every detail. With that said, let's begin. In the vast and intricate tapestry of human relationships, interactions between men and women have been under constant scrutiny throughout history. From mythological tales to modern theories of psychology and sociology, the balance of power and expected behaviors in the romantic realm have been recurring themes. However, as we advance into an era of equality and self-affirmation, it is crucial to reflect on certain behaviors and attitudes that, while perhaps well-intentioned, can be detrimental both to the individual and to the relationship itself. In this extensive analysis, we will explore the things a man should never do for a woman, not from a perspective of denial or prohibition, but as a guide to fostering healthy and balanced relationships where respect and authenticity are the fundamental pillars. Sacrificing his own identity. One of the most common mistakes a man can make in a relationship is sacrificing his own identity in an effort to please his partner. This can manifest in various ways, from giving up hobbies and friendships to changing fundamental aspects of his personality or values. When a man stops being true to himself to meet a woman's expectations, he not only harms himself, but also compromises the authenticity of the relationship. Authenticity is essential for any healthy relationship. When a man presents himself genuinely and transparently, he establishes a foundation of mutual trust and respect. Any relationship built on the premise of pleasing the other at the expense of oneself is destined to be fragile and, ultimately, unsustainable. Furthermore, sacrificing one's own identity can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration. Over time, this can erode self-respect and create an unhealthy emotional dependency. Moreover, when a person stops being who they are to please another, the relationship loses the spark and natural dynamic that comes from the interaction between two authentic, complete individuals. Giving up his dreams and aspirations. Dreams and aspirations are an integral part of a person's identity. Giving them up to please a partner may seem noble, but it often results in regret and dissatisfaction. Having personal goals and working towards them is essential for individual growth and emotional well-being. When a man abandons his dreams, he not only deprives himself of the satisfaction of achieving them, but may also create an emotional dependency on his partner, expecting her to fill the void created by the lack of personal fulfillment. A healthy relationship should allow both individuals to pursue their dreams while supporting each other. This requires open communication, understanding, and sometimes mutual compromises. However, these compromises should not involve completely giving up individual dreams. The key is to find a balance between individual and shared dreams, creating a relationship where both can thrive both together and separately. Tolerating disrespectful or abusive behavior. Tolerating disrespectful or abusive behavior is one of the most harmful things a man can do in a relationship. Self-respect and dignity are fundamental to mental and emotional health. Abuse can be physical, emotional, or psychological. Recognizing the signs of abuse and taking steps to protect oneself is crucial. Tolerating abuse not only perpetuates the cycle of violence, but also erodes self-esteem and emotional health. Establishing and maintaining clear boundaries is essential in any relationship. Healthy boundaries allow both individuals to feel safe and respected. When a man tolerates disrespectful or abusive behavior, he not only harms himself, but also sends the message that such behavior is acceptable. The ability to say je n'ose and walk away from harmful situations is a demonstration of strength and self-respect that should not be underestimated. compromising his values and principles. Values and principles are the foundations upon which a person's identity is built. Compromising these principles to please a partner can lead to a loss of personal integrity and, ultimately, unhappiness. Personal values guide our decisions and actions. Staying true to these principles is crucial for self-respect and internal coherence. When a man compromises his values, he not only betrays himself, but also compromises the authenticity of his relationship. It is natural for two people to have different values and principles. The key to a successful relationship is finding common ground and respecting each other's differences. This requires open communication, empathy, and sometimes the willingness to accept that some differences may not be reconcilable. Navigating these differences with respect and understanding is fundamental to building a strong and lasting relationship. Becoming someone he is not. Trying to become someone he is not, whether to impress or please a partner, is a recipe for dissatisfaction and relational failure. Authenticity is fundamental to any lasting and meaningful relationship. Adopting a facade to attract or keep a partner may seem effective in the short term, but in the long run, it is unsustainable. True intimacy and connection come from authenticity and vulnerability, not from a carefully constructed image. Being oneself in a relationship is liberating and allows the relationship to flourish naturally. When a man feels secure and accepted for who he is, the relationship strengthens, and both individuals can grow together. The ability to be vulnerable and authentic is a sign of strength and confidence, creating an environment where both partners can be their true selves. Healthy and lasting relationships are based on mutual respect, authenticity, and open communication. A man should never sacrifice his identity, dreams, self-respect, values, or authenticity for a woman. Doing so is not only harmful to himself, but also compromises the quality and sustainability of the relationship. Ultimately, the key to a successful relationship is that both individuals feel free to be who they truly are, supporting and respecting each other in the process. Staying true to oneself and fostering a dynamic of equality and respect is essential to building a strong and meaningful relationship. Throughout history, the balance of power and dynamics between men and women has been the subject of countless debates, studies, and reflections. In today's era, where gender equality and open communication are more valued than ever, it is essential to examine how certain behaviors can affect the health and sustainability of a relationship. In this detailed analysis, we will explore the problems that can arise when a man feels compelled to do everything a woman says. This behavior, although it may seem like a sign of devotion or respect, can lead to undesirable consequences for both the individual and the relationship as a whole. Let's delve into the complexities of this topic and discover why total submission is not the key to a balanced and happy relationship. Loss of identity and authenticity. One of the most significant problems that can arise from doing everything a woman says is the loss of identity and authenticity. When a man constantly subordinates his desires, needs, and opinions to those of his partner, he risks losing sight of who he really is. This sacrifice of identity is not only detrimental to the individual's emotional well-being, but can also erode the foundation of authenticity and honesty that is crucial for any healthy relationship. Impact on self-esteem. Continually relegating one's own needs and desires can lead to a significant decrease in self-esteem. Self-assertion and confidence are fundamental elements of a healthy and balanced personality. However, when a man becomes accustomed to prioritizing his partner's demands over his own, he may begin to feel that his own opinions and desires are less important or valuable. This dynamic can lead to a vicious cycle of self-deprecation and emotional dependency. Authenticity in the relationship. Authenticity is the foundation upon which a solid relationship is built. When a man acts according to what his partner wants at all times, the relationship can lose the genuine and spontaneous spark that comes from the interaction between two complete and authentic individuals. A relationship where one member constantly yields to the desires of the other can become monotonous and superficial, lacking the depth and emotional connection necessary for a lasting bond. Resentment and frustration. Another problem that can arise from doing everything a woman says is the development of resentment and frustration. Although the man may initially think he is being understanding and loving, in the long run, constant submission can generate feelings of dissatisfaction and discontent. Feeling of devaluation. Constantly feeling devalued can lead to a buildup of resentment. This resentment, although it may not be immediately evident, can grow over time and manifest in subtle but destructive ways. The man may begin to feel trapped and belittled, leading to a gradual emotional breakdown. Accumulated frustration. The frustration accumulated from not expressing and satisfying one's own needs and desires can explode at inappropriate moments. This buildup of negative emotions can deteriorate communication and intimacy in the relationship, creating a barrier between the two individuals that can be difficult to overcome. Imbalanced power dynamics. An imbalanced power dynamic is another potential consequence of doing everything a woman says. In a healthy relationship, both individuals should have an equal voice and equitable power in decision-making. However, when one member always yields to the other's wishes, it creates an inequality that can be detrimental to both parties. Inequality in decision-making. Decision-making is a crucial part of any relationship. When a man always conforms to what his partner wants, decision-making becomes one-sided. This not only can generate dissatisfaction, but also can lead to an unhealthy dependency, where the woman feels she must make all the important decisions, which can be exhausting and stressful for her as well. Loss of mutual respect. Mutual respect is essential for a balanced and healthy relationship. When one member always yields, respect can erode. The woman may come to see the man as someone who has no opinions or willpower, leading to a decrease in respect and attraction. Codependency and lack of autonomy. Codependency and lack of autonomy are other problems that can arise when a man does everything a woman says. Emotional independence and the ability to function autonomously are crucial for personal well-being and the health of the relationship. Emotional dependence. Emotional dependence can lead to a codependent relationship, where both individuals excessively rely on each other for their emotional well-being. This dynamic can be extremely destructive, as it can lead to a loss of individuality and autonomy. Lack of personal growth. Lack of autonomy can also impede personal growth. When a man is constantly focused on meeting his partner's demands, he may miss opportunities for his own development and growth. This lack of growth can lead to feelings of stagnation and frustration. Stress and exhaustion. Stress and exhaustion are inevitable consequences of trying to do everything a woman says. The constant effort to please and meet all of a partner's demands can be exhausting both mentally and physically. Emotional stress. Emotional stress can result from the constant pressure to meet someone else's expectations. This stress can negatively affect mental health, leading to issues such as anxiety and depression. Physical exhaustion. Physical exhaustion can be a consequence of the continuous effort to keep up with a partner's demands. This exhaustion can lead to physical health problems, affecting the individual's quality of life. Lack of effective communication. Lack of effective communication is another problem that can arise from doing everything a woman says. Open and honest communication is crucial for resolving conflicts and maintaining a healthy relationship. Suppression of opinions and feelings. When a man becomes accustomed to doing everything his partner says, he may begin to suppress his own opinions and feelings. This suppression can lead to a lack of open and honest communication, which can harm the relationship in the long term. Misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. Lack of effective communication can lead to misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. These conflicts can accumulate over time, creating tension that can be difficult to resolve. Emotional and psychological impact. The emotional and psychological impact of always doing what a woman says can be profound and far-reaching. The constant need to conform can lead to a variety of mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and a sense of worthlessness. Anxiety and depression. The pressure to always meet someone else's expectations can lead to significant levels of anxiety. This anxiety can become chronic, leading to a persistent feeling of unease and worry. Additionally, the feeling of constantly falling short of expectations can lead to depression. The man may feel trapped in a cycle of inadequacy and despair, which can severely impact his mental health and overall well-being. Sense of worthlessness. Constantly prioritizing another person's desires over one's own can lead to a deep-seated sense of worthlessness. The man may begin to feel that his needs and desires are unimportant or irrelevant, leading to a significant decline in self-worth. This sense of worthlessness can permeate all aspects of his life, affecting his self-esteem and confidence. Impact on long-term relationship stability. The long-term stability of a relationship can be severely impacted when a man always does what a woman says. Over time, the imbalance in power and lack of mutual respect can lead to the deterioration of the relationship. Erosion of emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. When one partner constantly subordinates his needs and desires, emotional intimacy can erode. The relationship may become superficial, lacking the deep emotional connection that is necessary for long-term stability. Increased risk of breakup. The combination of resentment, frustration, and lack of mutual respect can significantly increase the risk of breakup. The woman may become frustrated with the lack of genuine interaction, and the man may feel increasingly dissatisfied and unfulfilled. This dynamic can lead to a breakdown in the relationship, with both parties feeling disconnected and unhappy. Financial implications. There can also be financial implications when a man feels compelled to do everything a woman says. This can lead to financial stress and instability, which can further strain the relationship. Financial stress. Constantly trying to meet a partner's demands can lead to significant financial stress. The man may feel pressured to spend beyond his means, leading to debt and financial instability. This financial stress can create additional tension in the relationship, compounding the existing issues. Impact on career and personal goals. Focusing excessively on meeting a partner's demands can also impact a man's career and personal goals. He may neglect his own professional aspirations and personal ambitions, leading to a lack of fulfillment and achievement in his own life. This neglect can have long-term consequences for his career and personal development. Social isolation. Social isolation is another potential consequence of always doing what a woman says. The man may begin to isolate himself from friends and family in an effort to meet his partner's demands. Strained relationships with friends and family. Constantly prioritizing a partner's desires can strain relationships with friends and family. The man may become isolated from his support network, leading to feelings of loneliness and alienation. These strained relationships can further impact his emotional and mental well-being. Loss of social support. A strong social support network is crucial for overall well-being. When a man isolates himself from his social network to meet his partner's demands, he loses this vital support. This loss can make it more difficult to cope with the emotional and psychological stress of the relationship. Physical health consequences. The physical health consequences of constantly doing what a woman says should not be underestimated. The stress and exhaustion of trying to meet all of a partner's demands can take a significant toll on physical health. Stress-related health issues. Chronic stress can lead to a variety of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and gastrointestinal problems. The constant pressure to conform to a partner's demands can lead to chronic stress, which can have serious health implications. Impact on physical well-being. The physical exhaustion of trying to meet a partner's demands can also impact overall physical well-being. The man may neglect his own health and fitness, leading to a decline in physical health. This neglect can have long-term consequences for his overall well-being. Healthy and lasting relationships are based on mutual respect, authenticity, and open communication. Doing everything a woman says may seem like a way to demonstrate love and respect, but in the long run, it can lead to significant problems for both the individual and the relationship. The loss of identity, resentment, imbalanced power dynamics, codependency, stress, and lack of effective communication are just some of the issues that can arise. Ultimately, the key to a successful relationship is that both individuals feel free to be who they truly are, supporting and respecting each other in the process. Staying true to oneself and fostering a dynamic of equality and respect is essential for building a strong and meaningful relationship. All right, Stoics, we're reaching the end of today's adventure. I hope these lessons have been very helpful to you. Remember to comment below what you thought of today's video, and you might get a like and a personal response from me. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell for more content like this. See you next time.